Hey, welcome back to the lab, y'all. Today we're going to be doing one of our rebuilds. This is the start of our rebuild series. We're going to be doing Kennesaw State. I'm doing a comparing college football 25 to college football 26 entrance video on my TikTok as well on my YouTube. And Kennesaw State left a comment there, and I asked them if they wanted to see me do a rebuild for to see if I can win a national championship there. And they said they'd like to see it. So this is the start of the Kennesaw State rebuild. Over on TikTok, we're going to be doing some shorts over there. So if you want to keep up with the series over there, just a quick recap, go over there and check us out on TikTok. And if you want to see the whole part of the series, which is going to be the actual gameplay, I'm not going to really edit anything out. So each episode is going to be, I'll make it around an hour. So I'll just play each game. I'm going to do the recruiting and all that good stuff too. So some of the episodes are going to be a little bit longer than others. Like the start of the episode here is going to be a little bit longer for the first versus the second, so on and so forth. As far as just for winning a national championship's sake, you're going to see me change the schedule. So I know Kennesaw fans don't get too upset because this is a video game. I'm not going to change the players that were there the first year, but you're going to see me doing recruiting for my system. And it's a system-based thing. That's what I do here so I can win national championships. So keep in mind, like I said, this is a video game. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So don't get too upset for the realists out there, for the purists. Obviously, some of the depth chart's going to be changed up. But like I said, once we get into our second year, you're going to see my team that comes in. It'll be a system-based team. And hopefully we'll be able to win a national championship within, I'd say probably max around 5 years. Now, the game just came out, so the gameplay may change. It may not change. I might have to change some things as far as on the gameplay to make the gameplay better. We'll see. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in. And this is the start of it right here. So this is going to be the very first episode. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be a lengthy episode for the first go around on this first one. And then we'll try to do just episodes for each week. Of course, if we have a bye week, we'll just skip the bye week and go on and play the next game. But I'm going to try to make it episode 1. It's going to be the first week where we're playing. Also, I'm going to have to set up my coach. I'll have to set up the team we're playing. We'll have to do the recruiting. So this also kind of gives you a quick little tutorial. If you're new to the game, you can check this out and see how I go through and do this, how I go through and rebuild my smaller school. And not by say smaller school, I say a lower tier star to begin with. You know what I mean? So by the time we end up finishing this one out, I imagine Kennesaw State, they'll probably be around a 3, maybe a 4-star by the time we get the national championship one. So hopefully we're going to shoot for within 5 years. So that's our goal here, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to lock in. I'm going to do some commentary throughout. So you'll hear me talking throughout the video as well. And like I said, we're going to do I'll do some shorts on TikTok. It'll just be me coming on and saying, oh, hey, this is scoring here. It'll be this is an update for Kennesaw State, letting you guys know what's going on with the dynasty, whether or not. Basically, I'll let you know, did we win the game? Did we not win the game? And I'll kind of keep you up on the recruits that we're going for and things like that. So, like I said, it's a video game, y'all. So keep that in mind. Some of the depth chart, like I said, again, it's going to be changed. Some of the opponents are going to be changed. You're probably not going to see me put on the exact same opponents because, especially the first year, we're trying to win as many games as possible just for recruiting sake, so that way we can build up a better team faster. So that's just the way I'm going to do it that way. Like I said, throughout the year, I'm gonna try to keep some of the schedule the same. But if they schedule like an Alabama or something the first week, I'm obviously not going to play that game, just for the sake of trying to get recruits to come to the school and keep that going. So it is what it is when it comes to that. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started on our Kennesaw State, and you'll see it just the way it is. You know what I mean? If you see any edits or anything like that, it may just be some part of the video that wasn't correct, or something happened, or maybe the video got stopped or something like that, because you never know with these streaming things. Sometimes the video gets accidentally stopped. If you're looking at the full screen over there on YouTube, you'll see the full spectrum of the whole screen come up. If you're on TikTok, it may just be the smaller, slender screen. That's just the way the dual output works. So just kind of a heads up there. If you can't see the whole screen over there, then that's just the way that, like I said, the dual output works. I'm also streaming live right now. So I'm streaming live on TikTok as I do this, and I'm also streaming live on Twitch. So if you want to check me out over there on Twitch, it's going to be NCAA scoring. If you want to check me out on TikTok, it's going to be cf25 scoring. And if you're over there on YouTube, we are at, it's going to be, my YouTube handle is going to be at pro NCAA football player. Or you can just look up, I believe it's scoring CFB, and that should show up. But you'll know it's me because you'll see some of my videos and things like that of me in my scientist outfit. Because, like I said, this is the lab. That's what we do here. We lab up. And so I took it to the extreme, and I've got my safety glasses on and all that good stuff. So it's fun. You know what I mean? Actually, in my Missouri State rebuild, that's my first rebuild I did. I've actually got some fans that are coming into the stadium, and they're wearing what's the word for it? They're wearing scientist lab coats in the stands. So shout out to whoever there at EA is putting some stuff in there. I do appreciate it. I think that's funny and interesting, and I had to double take on it a few times. It showed my crowd a few times, and I was like, wait a minute. It's like, are those fans standing out there with lab coats on? And I'm like, they are. So pretty cool there. So anyway, we're gonna get this started, get this rolling. So we're just gonna go Dynasty, and then we're gonna go start, since it's gonna be a new one. So we're gonna go on this one. We're gonna go cloud multi-user, obviously, in case anybody wants to join in. So if you guys want to join in, if you're over there at Kennesaw State and you want to hop into the Dynasty over here, you can. You know what I mean? Just let me know. Send me a message. Let me know that you guys want to join in. We're going to go active roster, so it may take a second to, yeah, this will take a second to get loaded up. You'll hear the game kind of add in some commentary. It's like a tutorial type of deal that's going through, letting you know how to set up your Dynasty. Again, if you guys would like to come on and get in on the online Dynasty, it's fine. Of course, this is a one-star, type of Dynasty deal. So if you start over here, you'll have to start with a one-star Dynasty team. You know what I mean? So you can't just jump in here and grab Texas or Alabama or OU or one of the other top-tier teams. You know what I mean? So that's just for fun's sake, I guess you would say. You know what I mean? Keep it interesting, keep it fun. I changed my gaming scene just to keep it nice and clean, the clean layout for the Kennesaw State deal. My Missouri State Dynasty has more of what I actually do as far as when I'm streaming online. I may change it up. It is what it is. We'll see what happens there. So here we're going to go into our Dynasty settings, and I'm going to make sure that I have my settings the way I want to. I'm going to roll with All-American skill level right there. You'll see me every once in a while. I'm drinking my sweet tea. This is sweet tea. This is nothing else. So coach firing, I'm going to put on CPU only. Coach experience speed setting, we're going to keep that at normal, so it gives us a realistic type of gameplay as far as what you're going to experience if you play it yourself, if you play this game yourself. Again, this is College Football 26. This is the new game that just came out. If you did not pre-order the deluxe version, or if you do not have EA Play, then the actual worldwide release will be tomorrow. That'll be 7/10. So we'll get this video uploaded hopefully on the 9th. So we'll see what happens. Player edit permission is going to be for me. I'm the commissioner, so I'm going to be doing that. Injuries are always on. I keep them on. Pre-order bonuses are on. Play call cooldown. I don't do limits as far as my play calls, so we just roll with that. Quarter limit's going to be 4, just for the sake of trying to keep these videos not super long. Accelerated clock, wear and tear is going to be on. As far as the wear and tear, I keep it the same. Just keep it at 50. And if I need to change any settings on the sliders, I will. I do adjust the, don't worry about that because that password will get changed. So if you're on here and you're going to try to jump onto my Dynasty, don't waste your time because the password will get changed. So we're going to keep all that the same. We're going to change our sliders here in a little bit. Custom conferences, we're not going to mess with that. We're not going to do the team builder because we're not doing a team builder for this series right now. So advance that. Got to go back up. Obviously, I don't know numerical. So, right there, we're the Kennesaw State Owls. We're coming in at a 66 overall, which is fine. Our Missouri State team was very similar to that. We always go with head coach, no matter what, and we always make our own head coach. So, looks like Jerry Mack over there, they have listed as the head coach, and so sorry, Jerry Mack, but you're going to get booted for our guy. Some people you're going to see picking motivator. Some people you're going to see picking tactician. I'm a recruiter guy. I'll probably always will be. So it just is what it is. I go with recruiter right there. It may be a little bit more difficult on this one because I don't have my points. I got pre-order points, and I use those on my Missouri State. So we're going to go in here and we're going to try to make our coach look as much like me as possible, which, you know what I mean, that's subjective. So it is what it is. Name of our coach is going to always be the same, scoring more. And that's what we roll with. That's what our EA gamer tag. If you're looking at our EA gamer tag, it's going to be NCAA scoring. So if you're looking up my gamer tag and you want to add me on there as a friend, go ahead. If you look up scoring more, it's not going to show up. You know what I mean? So maybe somebody put scoring more. Who knows? You know what I mean? But it won't be me. It'll be NCAA scoring. Just in case I do my own playbook. But as far as on the Dynasty right now, they don't let you set that as your playbook. So what I do is I go through here and I select the spread option, which if I happen to forget to get my playbook, then the spread option works for me as well. My defense, I always roll with the 3-2-6 defense. This is what I prefer. My alma mater is gonna always be it'll always be the same. It'll be Oklahoma. It's where we're from. It's from Oklahoma, so. Pipeline. I always try to go with Texas because the pipeline for Texas, you just get. It's just there's a lot of recruits there, so I always try to go with South Texas. Demeanor, we're gonna go with intense. Our stance, we're gonna go with play sheet. Of course, we'll have the. You'll see us with the menu, basically. You know what I mean? Is the what's it called, the IHOP menu, I guess you'd say. Some people call it the IHOP menu. I don't know. So, situational. We're with the adaptive AI. What we always go with here is going to be the mad scientist. It is what it is. We're in the lab. We look like scientists. That's what we're going to go with, mad scientist. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So. Our no huddle style. Excuse me. Our no huddle style is going to be aggressive. Our offensive aggressiveness is going to be 70. Defense is going to be 70. So we're right there. We're slightly aggressive, not super aggressive. So there's that right there. Excuse me. So like I said, we try to go through here and get as close as we can as far as to how we look in real life. It is what it is when it comes to that. In College Football 25, they actually had one that was fairly similar to us. So hopefully they'll update as far as the coaches go, and I might change my appearance. We'll see what happens there. Go with a gray mullet. That would be interesting, right? We're getting fairly close now. Basically, we're just looking for short hair and a goatee is what we're shooting for here. Got the beard. We may not be able to find one that's super close. I don't even see the one I picked for my Missouri State, to be honest with you. We'll see if we can find the other one that I picked before. Alright, so that's about as close as we're going to get. If it had a goatee, I think it'd be pretty dang close. It'd be nice if EA would add in our safety glasses here. You know what I mean? If we could just, like, throw that on. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe asking for too much. We do have some people in the crowd over there at Missouri State that have the lab coat on, so maybe asking too much there. Oops. Guess I forgot to hit. Well, it didn't. I don't know. It didn't save it, I guess, right there. Where was it? So we gotta equip it. My bad. Physique, we're gonna go down as much as we can. Go there, didn't have to do that, so. Okay, and our gear. What are we gonna look like? Let's see. Let's see what we're gonna roll with here. See if we're gonna get super. I think that looks pretty good. Let's roll with that. And then shorts. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, not too shabby, right? Looking pretty decent. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit continue. These next few scenes are just going to be going through signing my contract. Obviously, we got to sign our contract there. Okay, well, it's giving us the point awards as well, so I'm digging that, which is pretty awesome. I'm guessing maybe they give you that reward no matter what dynasty it is. So I thought it was just going to be my first dynasty I'd use the points, but obviously it's going to give us a reward there. So we're going to go straight over here to our coach abilities, and since we are over here, we have to do certain things. So we have to meet level 10 to unlock the motivator, and level 10 to unlock the tactician. So what we'll do is we'll get to level 10, we'll unlock the tactician, but for right now, we need to go through here and get these unlocked. It takes less time to scout them. It's going to be huge for us because we're not going to have very much points as far as the scouting. We don't ever mess with the kicker type of situation because in the end, if we need a kicker, we'll just scout them and get what we need. You know what I mean? So, starting with quarterback, we need a quarterback, obviously, to start our system. So, we're going to need that. We'll go through and we'll unlock the Portal King. That's going to be a very important thing. If you do select the recruiter, make sure you unlock the Portal King because this year in the College Football 26, there's going to be quite a few recruits that decide to transfer out, and there's going to be quite a few that transfer in. That's just the way the game plays right now. So get ready for that. Make sure that if you do the recruiter, you absolutely get to that tier. The tier 4 for me, it's I don't do a lot of swing. So for me, it's really something I don't really shoot for. So you might want to, you might not. So it is what it is when it comes to that. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and go through here and make sure everybody can get scouted quickly, and make sure our starting interest is up there for the most important players. So we need the linebackers. We're going to need the secondary. So that's what we went for. We went quarterback, running backs, wide receivers, offensive line, defensive line, and then I went secondary. Not that I don't want a linebacker. It's just when it comes to that, I only have so many points. So we're starting out with 6. It is what it is. So we'll have to sacrifice one position or the other. So hopefully we have some pretty good linebackers starting out. I don't know. I didn't check the roster before I started this. So we're going to check our schedule. We might change it. We might not. We'll see who's on there. So we've got Wake Forest coming in first. We've got Indiana and FCS East, and then Arkansas State. We'll keep Arkansas State on there. We're going to change the FCS because I'm not a big fan of playing against the FCS teams. We're going to put Ball State on there. I feel like that'll be a pretty easy win for us, hopefully. So, an open week there, open week there. We're going to try to change one of these into an open week. I'm going to try to change Arkansas State to open. And then we'll see if we can do Arkansas State here instead of Alabama. So we can do that. And I did that so we didn't have back-to-back open weeks right there. Let me see if I can change this right here. And we'll try to put a Bowling Green in there. So now we've got an open week there. We've got an open week there. We'll start our conference, and that gives us a more balanced schedule as far as our open weeks. You'll notice that your team really needs bye weeks to get health, to get out healthy and things like that. So that's a good way to set up your bye weeks. So we got that. We got Bowling Green on there. We got that. We got Wake Forest. So I don't know what how good Wake Forest is to start with. I'd rather see a win right out of the gate. I don't know about y'all, but I would prefer to see a win right out of the gate. So let's go with the Chippewas. We're going to start off our season with the Chippewas, Arkansas State, Ball State. We'll get into Middle Tennessee, Bowling Green, Louisiana Tech, FIU, UTEP, New Mexico. So starting out this right through here, you might skip through until we get to the actual gameplay. It's up to you whether or not you want to watch the whole thing. But this is just going to be a full-on, unedited type of situation. Like I said, if you see any cuts or anything, it's just going to be me. If the video stopped or if I need to cut something out that wouldn't, it's not supposed to be in there, you know what I mean? If I did something dumb or something like that, so. But for the most part, it's going to be pretty much raw footage of us going through here and doing this. So we're going to set up our first prospect. The way I like to do it is I like to go over here to the prospect list. I obviously like to look at the players that are interested first. And we see we have a 3-star defensive tackle that's interested right there. Since it seems like they're pretty low-star players that are interested, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to select on 3-star players. I'm also going to check and see if we need a kicker. Do we need any special teams players? It's like we have a sophomore there. He's not great. We have a freshman there, he's decent. He's average. So we're going to look at this kicker right here just because of the fact that he's interested. He's up there on the board. So we'll put him on. 6'3" speedster receivers. Obviously, that's going to be what we're shooting for. We have a certain system that we go for. So we go for height, length, and speed, and that's our system. Whether they're 1-star, 2-star, 3-star players, we're going to try to build as many of those as possible, and that will give us the best team and best chances to win a national championship within about 5 years or so. These 3-star players, they should develop into some decent players, and as long as we're picking the tallest and fastest players and length, height, speed, length. That's what we're shooting for. Just like if you were recruiting in real life, that's what I would be shooting for, is height, length, and speed. You know what I mean? So We're going to go through here. We'll take a look at some tight ends. You'll notice that I like to take I like to recruit wide receivers, and then I will recruit a physical route runner, and I'll go 3-star, and then we'll in the off season we'll switch those players to tight ends, and that tends to be really good for us. That's been a really good system the whole time that we've been playing the game, and it's worked out very well. I'm going to go to the pipeline, and we're going to go 3-star to see if we have any that fit the pipeline. So they do fit the pipeline right there. It's going to be our 2 guys right there. So our pipeline starting out is not bad. Looks like we have a Georgia pipeline. Our Texas pipeline will come in next year, so we'll have that. We're going to take a look here since this guy's from Texas. We'll take a look here. I try to get the 6'4", 6'5" guys as far as that goes. So we'll go over here and take a look at the height. We'll find the 6'5", and we'll find the open ones, not the top 8, obviously. So you want to find these guys that are open, 6'5", 6'5", and maybe a 6'4". So we'll put those guys on there. We'll convert them. So if we don't convert them, we'll still have good wide receivers right there. As far as our running backs, we are going to shoot for contact seeker and elusive bruiser. So we'll go right there. We'll go 3-star right there. And if you get some 3-star guys in those in that archetype, which is an archetype is just basically their kind of skill set type of guy. So a contact seeker is obviously going to be your bigger type of bruiser, running back that can just run people over. That's what we're looking for. We want people that can get us yardage when we need it. And then your more elusive guys, obviously, it's going to say elusive or backfield threat or things like that. You know what I mean? So we're looking for any 3-star guys that fit our pipeline, which they do not. We'll go for this 2-star right here. We'll look for anybody from possibly Florida. Florida tends to be some of the faster guys in the game. Then we'll go back. We'll go contact seeker right there, 3-star, 1-star. Hopping over here, looking to find interested, and then pipeline. So we got a 3-star there at the pipeline. We'll go right here. Actually, we'll go state, and we'll see if we can find some 3-stars from Texas. Doesn't look like that, so we'll go open. And then we'll go 3-star open. Looks like we put all the 3-star open on there. We'll go 2-star open. And try to see if we got anything from Texas here, which we do. Contact seeker. We're going to look for the bigger type of guys. So we'll check for the weight. On the 2-star, we got 225. You'll notice the 3-star guys, as far as when you look at the weight, you're going to see some bigger type of guys. So those guys are going to be more apt to run people over. We'll be able to put them in at the fullback position, things like that. Throughout the series, you're going to see me go through here, and you'll see all my position changes. You're going to see me go through there, and I'll be changing certain players. So I'll change maybe a speedster wide receiver over to a running back to give us a faster running back. You'll see me switch wide receivers over to tight ends to give us a better advantage there at the tight end position. You'll see me switch free safeties possibly over to linebackers to give us lurker linebackers that are going to be faster. So we'll see what happens throughout the series. You know, what I decide to switch over, which guys I decide to switch over. So like I said, right now we're not looking at our needs necessarily. I'm looking at bringing in my system specifically. So you may not want to recruit the way I do. A lot of people go for their needs first and then bring in their system players later on. I'm the opposite. I would rather bring in my system players and work with the depth chart that I have, maybe for the first 2 years that the game gives me, and then have my guys come in. You know, so I might start 20 freshmen next year. It just depends on the system and what happens. And if I bring in a bunch of studs, my whole team might switch to all freshmen, and we're going to go for the national championship run as quick as possible. You know what I mean? So the whole point when I do these rebuild series is to win a national championship. So just kind of give you a heads up there. It doesn't matter as far as the team I'm scheduling. I'm just looking for wins. For the first couple years, I'm trying to get as many wins as possible. Wins equal recruits. Period. That's all there is to it. Like if you can recruit this way or recruit that way or have all these abilities unlocked, and in the end, when it's all said and done with on this game right here, the most important thing to most of these recruits right here is, do you win or not? Period. Can we get to conference championships? Championship contender matters. Can we get into the playoffs? That matters. You know what I mean? So being that is going to build your team. Wins equals building your team up. Period. That's all there is to it. So you can have 15 different ways to do recruiting and all these different OP ways, but in the end, the most important thing is win. So that's what we're aiming to do. So I'm going to go through here and we'll see if we can find us a great hybrid. Hybrid's what we're looking for. We're looking for 3-star hybrid safeties. Hybrids, you can move them around. I can move them to linebacker. I can move them to strong safety. I can move them over to cornerback if I need to. Hybrids tend to be the fastest as far as free safety. They may not improve as well as your other safeties. And I'm not saying you can't find a run stopper safety that's a 95 speed. They're out there. But when it comes to just rebuilding small schools, if you're looking for a 1, 2, or 3-star type of guy that you can put in different positions that you can fill your roster out with, your free safety hybrid is going to be one of the best players you can do. They may drop in percent in overall when you move them to a linebacker, but they have that much more room to improve later on. They're going to be the fastest players that you can find as far as just your overall jack of all trades, Swiss Army type of recruit. You want to recruit free safety hybrid. Strong safety hybrid works as well. You'll just notice there's not near as many of them. So there's quite a few free safety 3-star guys. We'll take a look at the interested, then we'll take a look at the pipeline. Not many there, and then we'll take a look open. So I'm going to go open, and I'm also looking at that guy right there. He's 6 foot tall. Fits my system. He's 5'11". He's not as tall, but you know what? For right now, I'm not going to be picky about it. I might move him in the corner, might move him to safety. 6 foot and up. That's the system we're looking for, no matter what position. We're looking for height first, speed second. Height, speed, length. It is what it is. If you're tall, you're going to have length. It is what it is. So that's what we're shooting for. We're going to go right here, and I'm going to go height. So we're going to sort that out. So if we find any guys that are 2-star, we'll go with that. I don't like bringing in the JUCO juniors, to be honest with you, at the lower tier. But they do tend to be, like if you bring in a JUCO junior 2-star, he might start out as a 70 overall versus a lower for a 2-star. So 6'1" hybrid, that's great for a 3-star right there. So I think that's what we're going to roll with there with the that position. If you're looking for cornerbacks in the 3-star, you want to go with bump and run. That seems to be the faster type of corners. Like I said, that's what we're looking for. I'm not looking for guys that are going to improve a whole bunch. We're going to look at a JUCO right there, and then we'll look at a freshman right there, and he's interested. Then we'll go pipeline right here. You're going to hear me say pipeline. You're going to hear me say a lot of the same things quite a bit, just because I'm talking my way through it, and I'm also talking on stream as well. So anybody that's popping into the stream over here, we need to check the stream. It says, what dynasty have we done so far? Number 21 and 19. Give me just a second, Tristan. I'm actually doing a rebuild for Kennesaw State that they wanted me to do a rebuild. So anyway, pick a number 21 and 19. Give me 7. I'll take 7 or 17 if 7 is already taken, then 17. And I'll pop back on here. I just need to check my other one real quick. Make sure we're good. So we're good. We're still recording. Okay. I'm gonna move this over right there. Just make sure we can see the recording. Okay, sorry about that, Tristan. And don't mind me, like I said, everybody over there watching on the stream, don't mind me. I'm just going through here and doing a rebuild. So okay, where are we at? So we're looking at 3-star guys. We're gonna go open. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to height. So I'm looking at 6'2". And I'm gonna go with that guy right there. He's a 3-star. Already looking at him. He's a 6'1" bump and run. He's a JUCO, but that's okay. At the quarterback position, I don't mind taking a look at the JUCO type of dudes because they may help us early on. I would prefer not a JUCO guy. And you'll see what I do as far as on my recruiting board. I'm going to come through here. And since these are going to be all 3-star type of guys, we are just going to immediately offer. I am going to go through here and offer everybody because we only have 450 hours to start with. So I'm just going to go right here to my tab up here, my left trigger if you're on Xbox. And I'm going to select need scholarship. And I'm just going to run through here and everybody's going to get a scholarship. Everybody on my board gets a scholarship. So if you do this the first week for your 3-star type of dudes, that is how you're going to be able to pull in more of your 3-star guys. So if you're doing a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star type of dynasty, with 3-star, you may end up being able to pull more 4-star recruits straight out of the gate. But your 1 and 2-star schools, this is going to be your best, easiest way to go through here and rebuild faster. So as you can see, I'm just going through offering everybody. That's going to give us the jump, even on the players that are not interested in our school to begin with. Since we offered a scholarship the very first week, it's going to give us a jump start on them as far as our recruits. So I'll go back over here. We've got everybody offered over there. Obviously, we're not going to take everybody that we offered. We're going to go right here, and we're going to go 3-star prospects. And then we're going to go top interested 3-star prospects. I'm going to take a look at all these guys right through here. Vertical threat, boundary. We'll take a look at some of these guys. We need to take a look over here at lurker. So if you're looking for a Mike linebacker or an outside linebacker, you want to do lurker. That's going to be your fastest type of guys. When it says lurker, that's going to be who you're controlling as far as your linebacker position. So we don't have very good ones right there starting out. We'll go with the pipeline right there with the 3-star. He's a lurker. He's a 6'1". He's a 6 foot, 6'2". Now these are 1-star, so I need to change that. Let's go 3-star, and then we'll go pipeline and see who's interested. And we're going to try to find the tallest guys here. 6'1", 6'1", 6'2". Very nice. Very nice. We've got some really good players as far as our pipeline goes. Let's see if we can find some Texas guys that are tall here. 6'1". So now we've filled our prospect board. So we've got 35 people up there. Now we're going to take a look and we'll see what we need. So we need a quarterback, obviously. That's going to be our most important position because we've got a freshman, we've got a sophomore. We do have a freshman dual threat. Fits our system to a T. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a dual threat quarterback. So it's awesome that we have that to start with. He may end up being our top guy as far as later on in the year. He may not be. We might bring in a 3-star that's 75 or 76, and if he is, we're playing with him. So it is what it is when it comes to that. So we'll take a look here and we'll see. We don't need an offensive line right out of the gate just because we have so much depth there. We might need some guys right here. We'll take a look at the transfer portal as well. We're going to be able to fit quite a few of these, fill quite a few of these needs right here. It looks like we'll need edge rusher. We're going to need some linebackers, corners, safeties, all that good stuff. So we need pretty much across the board. We need 1 or 2 players to fit the board. We'll go through here, and he says it's a deal breaker. We'll see, because some of these players are gonna drop off anyway. So we'll leave them on the board to begin with, and some of these players that we have to remove, we'll be able to possibly meet that deal breaker, because it's probably playing time, and most likely, because it let us put him on the board, so it's probably playing time. As you can see, starting out, we've got a bunch of Fs, we got some Ds over there, we got a couple Cs, and then we have a B. So proximity to home works out pretty well. That's why we go through and do our pipelines. We go through and try to pick the players from our state, all that good stuff. But the most important thing is to make sure you just go through and fill up your board with 3-star players to begin with. Our goal is to win. If we win, we'll bring in 3-star players. It just is what it is. So I'm going to take a break and get myself something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. So you'll see a pause in me disappearing for just a second, and then I'll be right back. Break in action right there. Hey Tristan, what's going on? Did you get that number that I picked over there, the 7 or the 17? What dynasty have I done so far? I have done Georgia State. I've started that, and then I am starting my Kennesaw State. Like I said, I'm doing that college football 25 versus college football 26 entrance series over there on TikTok, and Kennesaw State actually came through and commented on it. I asked them if they wanted to see me do a rebuild for their school, and they said yes. So I went ahead and got this started. So I'm doing this on YouTube and doing some quick shorts on TikTok just to keep everybody that's interested in the series up to date. So that's what I'm doing as far as that. I'm also streaming and making videos for that. So anyway, I see that you're over there. If you're still around, let me know. And if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to ask me. So okay, so we're going through here, and we got our board filled up. We got everybody here except for that linebacker. So we've got some points left. So see that we have points left. We're going to go through with a not fully scouted. And I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to scout this. I'm going to scout the wide receivers. So we're going to start with the wide receivers. Some of the most important players: wide receivers, free safeties, linebackers. So we're going to try to scout as many of these guys as we can right through here. And we'll see if we can bring in some of the faster guys right through here. So there looks to be our tight end that we want right there, Tobias Vick. So these guys are slower on the as far as actual wide receivers, but they will make great tight ends. So pretty much everybody here. That's going to be a great one. This one not so much. 84 speed. 82, 86, 84. So we'll move him. So we've got 85, 89. That's going to be good. 86, 90, 82, 89. All these guys right here would make great tight ends. So we'll keep them on the board. And since we were able to remove 3, what we'll do is we'll go over here to our wide receiver. And then we'll pick out speedster. Minimum of 3. I'm just going to go 3-3. Just because it's going to make it easier for me. We'll go interested right here. 6'1". Height-wise, in the first year, doesn't make as much a difference, but we would love to bring in some 6'3" guys. Put them on the board here. We'll recruit them real quick, or scout them real quick. So for a speedster type of dude, he's not very fast. He's not very fast either. And there's a decent one. So he's a gem. We'll keep him on the board. He's not too fast either, so we'll take him off. Actually, we better go through here and make sure that we at least check our quarterbacks we have, so none. Running backs, we're going to take a look at contact seekers. I'm not sure why it takes less to scout. I think it's the, I think it may be pipelines, or I'm not sure because it only took 20 points to scout those, and it looks like it's taken 30 points to scout our running backs. So I'm not sure there. Anyway, so we've got 20 points left. Take a look at these guys. Okay. So now that's all our points. It is what it is. So we'll take a look here. We're going to put a couple of quarterbacks on there. Quarterback, dual threat, 3-star, 3-star, right there. Going to go interested. Don't have an interested. We have a pipeline. We do. Right there, 6'1". And we'll go see if we have somebody from Texas. We have an Oklahoma guy right there. Let's go right there. So now we're done for our first week because we're out of points. We have our board filled. We've got 35 players on our board. We've got our custom schedules done. Top stories. We're not really interested in seeing who's up for that because it's the first year, so obviously it's going to be the normal dudes. We've already upgraded our skills, so we're going to go right here. We're going to move forward, and then we're going to do our first week for recruiting. Advance. So right out of the gate, we already have players at risk. So we've got a quarterback that's at risk. We're going to have to bring in, I think that's our dual threat. So I think we're going to have to start our dual threat and just have him come because we do not want to lose it. He's a dual threat guy. We obviously do not want to lose that guy. Let's take a look here. And this is going to let you know who locks us out. So they locked us out immediately. Some of these players will. It is what it is. We'll go through here, remove all of our lockouts. You'll notice that your points or your hours up there, they will replenish. So we'll keep him on. Sam's going to lock this out right there. So I want to go through and scout all my linebackers to see who fits the system and who doesn't. He's decent as far as speed wise. Okay, not bad at all. Not bad. We'll go Mike. Yeah, he's fast. He's an athlete. He's fast. That's who we want there. So obviously, he's a thumper as well. So he's going to be good as far as hits. He's 6'3". We might have to go through and rethink what we do as far as linebackers. Because some of these guys are not super fast. He's not fast enough. Acceleration, speed. He's on the slower end. Let's remove him. So let's go over here and let's take a look at a couple more thumpers. We'll go over here. We'll go Thumper, 3-star. And we're going to take a look, and we're going to put a few more of these Thumpers on the board. Because I want to check and see if that's going to give us the faster linebackers. And if it does, and look at that 6'4" guy, that guy's going to be a monster. So we'll take a look here. Looks to me like Thumper may be a faster option. I mean, acceleration-wise is better, speed-wise is better. Yeah. So Thumper may actually be a better option there. So I may have misspoke. I mean, Lurker for me in my Missouri State was the better option as far as speed-wise. They may have made a change, or maybe I just got lucky on the Lurkers. So that could have been it as well. I noticed they like to change things around the first few weeks, you know what I mean? So we're going to go quarterback, because since we already have a quarterback that's looking possibly to leave, so we're just going to go 3-star right out of the gate. You know what I mean? We may be able to pull a 4-star, you know, it may be a pipeline type of deal. We might be able to get a guy that's a 4-star, but we'll go right there. We'll go open. I'm going to go height, because height does matter on this game. So we'll go right there. 6'4", 6'3", 6'1". So that's going to give us the better option as far as quarterback, speed, throwing power, all that good stuff. I'm going to look at these 6'4" guys first. Not that great. If these a bust and a 3-star, we probably need to remove them. Just to let you know. So not great as far as that goes. Not great there. We're looking for a faster option, so we're out of points right there. And we did not put any athlete quarterbacks on our board, I noticed right there. So let's go back to quarterback. Let's go back to dual threat, 3. And then we'll search and look for just athletes is what we're going to look for. Athlete 3-stars, so there's not very many there. So it is what it is when it comes to that. Looks like we've reduced that. Let's go 4-star, and we'll take a look and see if we can find some 4-star athlete type of guys. Nope. Nope. Looks like they're toning that down this year. We'll go peer runner at 3. And just take a look and see if there's athletes there available. Looks like there's not even any athletes there at a pure runner, which is interesting. So not much going on as far as athletes, which is very disappointing. We'll go scholarship needed. And we'll take a look at these guys right through here and see the throwing power is good. Speed acceleration is good. Been an offer there. We're looking for throwing power. We're looking for speed acceleration. All that good stuff. Looks like we got some deal breakers, some people that locked us out. Let's take a look. Actually, we'll just go ahead and get into gameplay. I'm going to get into some gameplay. I'm going to set my depth chart real quick. Get right into gameplay. So for those that are looking for the gameplay, we'll get into that. Looks like Williams is a backfield creator, and he is fast enough to play, so we're going to play him. Our dual threat is going to move up right there. See, right here we have backfield. Okay. So we're looking for the fastest players right there to start. At our wide receiver position, we're going to move some guys around here as well. He's good enough for a route runner. He's good for the outside speedster. We need a guy right there for the slot. That's good. We'll move him up because he's a little bit faster. And then we're going to take a look down here and see if there's any gems. Sometimes they throw some gems in as far as on your depth chart. So we're going to move him. Move him. We'll take a look and see if there's anybody else right here that might be super good. He's a 54 to start with, but he'll probably be a good gadget player. So we'll take a look here on our gadget player and see if Joyner is good option there. Got Moss there. Looking at Joyner. Where's Joyner at? Yeah, it shows him pretty decent. We'll put him second. And then we'll put Vineyard back there. Bryson. We're just looking, like I said, most team speed. Not necessarily overall, but the most team speed is what we're looking for. This is the boring part of the series where we go through and do our depth chart, things like that. Make sure that's all set and that's ready to go. Tight end, we're going to want the fastest tight end we've got. So that looks like the starter. Offensive line, looks like we're probably going to be ready to go on the offensive line. We'll just take a look. See if there's any changes we can make to maybe improve. Right tackle. Do we have a left tackle that's better? We got a left guard right here, Pennington. I'm going to take a look at moving Pennington to the right tackle position. So Pennington improves it just slightly. Then we'll move him there. So he improves just slightly. We'll see what happens as far as that goes. We might move some guys around. Gonna move that guy there so he's a little bit faster. Other edge rusher. We'll probably keep that where it's at. D tackle. Sam linebacker. Looks like our Sam linebacker is pretty quick, so we'll keep Kimball there. He's pretty fast as well. Could be better there. Let's take a look and see what we've got. So do we have anybody we can move over there? We'll take a look. See, Johnson, Banyard. I'm gonna move Banyard over to the wheel. So for our players, we want Kimball, Johnson, and Banyard. Kimball and Johnson. That's our sub linebackers. And then we want Kimball. Okay. Let's take a look at our slot wide receiver, make sure he's good. If you don't set all this stuff before, you'll end up with a weird depth chart when you start the game. So we got Wallace, Rogers, Dean. Wallace, Rogers, and Dean. Got our linebackers set. We'll set our cornerbacks. That's exactly what we're looking for there. We want a little bit more team speed there. We'll see if we have any gems in here. You never know. That doesn't look like it. Okay. Free safety position. Looks like we're pretty decent at the free safety position. We'll probably put Ford at a sub linebacker. So we'll move Vineyard, and then we'll put Ford there. And let's see. Got a free safety. We have a strong safety position. That's good. Pretty decent. We like the faster guy there because of the defense we run with the 3-2-6. So we want the two fastest strong safeties on the field. Kicker, we've got a senior there, but our punter looks to be better as far as a kicker wise. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our punter there. And then we'll put our sophomore kicker in there for the second team. And we'll see our kickoff specialist is our punter, very good. Backup punter, very good. Kick returners looking like Wallace is good. Troop is good. We're happy there. We just want to make sure we don't have our starting running back there. We don't want him getting injured. So we're good there. Long snapper, third down back. We have what we need. Power back. We have what we need. Slot wide receiver, I believe we already set that. Wallace Rogers. Dean. Double check. Wallace Rogers Dean. So we're good there. Kick returner. Sub linebacker. Slot cornerback. Need to make sure we have our slot corner set. We want Ross, Oford, and Tukes. I'm actually going to put Ford there. Might start him. Yeah, we'll start him at the slot, actually. You know what? We won't start him, but there we go. Got our gadgets set. Okay. Alright, we're ready to get it started. Let's get into our first game here. We're going to be playing at Central Michigan. Put our playbook in. Let's see what kind of uniform alternates we have here. Got a nice yellow. Current away option 2. So we go with the full white. I said we go all yellow. Let's go alternate right out of the gate. Just for the fun of it, right? Little sweet tea on the side. You know how us Southern people do? Drink a little sweet tea. A little iced tea. We do like our iced tea around here. The Kennesaw State Owls. It's gonna be a hoot. Hoot, 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 hoot. I don't know if y'all do that around there, but we're gonna start a tradition. Hoot, 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 hoot. You know, pump it up. All right, y'all. Let's get this dub. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna lock in here. We're not gonna do a whole bunch of talking. We'll talk a little bit through it, but we're gonna lock in a little bit. Try to get this dub over here.
So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Defensively, we like to run pinch buck right out of the gate. just to see if we can put some pressure on them. Looks like it's going to be a triple option style team. Those teams can be difficult to stop, so we'll see if we can put the clamps on them defensively. Definitely option based. There's no doubt they ran option 2 plays out of the gate. Gonna bring our safety up. Oh yeah, it's a whole bunch of options. So as long as we play smart, we should be able to shut this team down.
The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team
Tried to make a play there. I'm gonna go through here and new formation subs and things like that. We're gonna try to get our freshman quarterback in there as well, but we'll see. We'll see how our starter goes. You know, it's kind of one of those type of deals that we do multiple different formation sets for different players. We'll figure out who our players are that we need to put where. It's early on in the year, so we'll usually have a few players that will stand out as far as offensively and defensively. Give us a chance to make plays and do some things.
These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential.
We're gonna go for it on 4th down there. You know, the only reason why I'm doing this is I think that their offense is not that much of a threat. So if their offense is not much of a threat, we're going to go for it.
This will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Going up top again. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set.
We're locked in over here, just so you know.
Williams will pass. Shoots it to the left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Gotta watch Pat's leading up this year. I mean, Pat's lead up this year, I've noticed there's been a lot of incompletions.
It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Let's go. First touchdown. Let's go. Come on. With the owl, strike first, strike hard. Come on. Let's go. Scoring tutties. Bum 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 bum. It's gonna be awesome. Looks like this rebuild is gonna be pretty good, you know. Let's pull around, see if we get an onside kick early. Nope. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna be aggressive there, have a little fun with it. Yeah, it is a little careless. It is reckless, but it's fun. It's fun. We tried it out. It didn't work for us. It is what it is. Gotta be careful going for those onside kicks, just so you know. Oh my goodness! Do you see him catch that on the tip? On his own tip? Wow, look at there. I'd be celebrating as well. That was pretty nice. Caught it off his own tip. That was funky. Okay, well, lesson learned. We do not want to go for the onside kick early on. Hopefully that doesn't affect us later in the game, but we'll see.
6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was
On the
looking
move.
for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work.
Kennesaw
They'll start
State.
this drive from
Let's
the
go.
18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
See if we can get a little
Now
RPO
on
going
first
here.
down from the 28. And maybe
Had to
he'll
just
get
catch
back
that
to
one.
the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Think I was gonna get hit right
Backed
there
up
in the
now,
backfield,
here's
probably.
second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him
With
on
a
the
nice little
ground, and
spin
he's
move
got an
there.
explosive play for the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy
Gonna
going.
try to sub
Get
in
him the
our
ball close
freshman
to the line of
quarterback here.
scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw
See if he
deep
can
down
make
the
some
field.
plays.
He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that.
Feels like he throws pretty good.
A little short of the first down.
We'll see what happens later on in the game, though.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bullock.
Let's go.
And
Big
they'll
play
move
there.
the chains and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
Got a big play right there. Let's go.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of
So
this
that'll
game.
do it for the first quarter. So far, looking pretty good.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the
Other
edge
than
early in the
our
second.
onside kick we shouldn't have kicked, but it is what it is. It happens. Made a mistake there. That's all right. It happens.
Starting off this quarter,
See what we can
closing
do in the
up
red
the
zone
smell
here.
of the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal.
Alrighty, let's go.
Into the end zone he goes.
Touchdowns.
Touchdown, Kennesaw
Scoring touchdown.
State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back
They are
showed
pretty
all
decent.
of his
Most
freakish
running backs
ability on
are
that play.
pretty decent, for sure.
Ready to try the point
Bum
after.
bum 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 bum.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard
All right, we make
drive,
sure we do
and
not
they
kick an
finish it
onside
off
kick.
with the score from the 4.
You won't see too many of those, but I had to try it. I'd give it a go. You know what I mean?
And
Give it a go.
touchback
It's for fun,
ball will
so
come
why
out to the
might as well,
25-yard
right?
line.
Why not? Might as well, right?
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense.
All right, we're gonna go right back
They
into our
find
defense.
themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Lavis. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go.
Gonna have to make sure we looking. Yep, yep, looking for that option play.
And some room to work. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game.
A lot of outside running.
They'll snap it
Like they're in a
from
goal
36,
line
they got a
formation
first
here.
down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right.
Yep, let's go.
He just could not get loose,
Good
and
job
they'll
there.
knock
We'll
him
go
down
back into
4
some
yards
coverage.
behind the line. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now on the option.
Yep,
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off
we
on the
expected
option as he's
to see
tackled
some
in the
option
backfield.
there. We're gonna go into a pure zone, so our cover 3 skies a pure zone. It is not a match. A match zone, basically, they match the players that come into their area, and it kind of plays like man. So we run a mixture of both. We run a mixture of some man overload blitz, uh, some zone blitzing, and then we'll run quite a bit of match, and then you'll see us switch out into what's called pure zone type of coverage. So we change it up just like we changed it up as far as our quarterbacks. We're going to put some running backs there. You'll see them coming in the 5 wide sets that we have right here. So going to see some interesting stuff.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Bennett. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You're also going to see some read options, some speed options. So we change it up. Like I said, we do some changing up around here. That yellow is looking good, huh? Yellow with the owls. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback.
We'll take a look at the screen pass over here. So if the cornerback comes down and tries to cover that for a pick, then we're going to try to throw it out for the swing, the running back over there. So look at X or RB.
Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide
He gave us the yardage, we'll take the yardage. It's kind of one of those type of deals. If you're interested in knowing what playbook I'm using a custom playbook. I do believe you can download custom playbooks. I'll take a look at it. So if you're interested in downloading my playbook, just let me know. I do have some pretty outstanding playbooks, no joke. So. Not to toot my own horn or hoot my own owl, but I do have some pretty decent playbooks. I don't know what's going on.
To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
Looks like they're super concerned about that corner route. See, I'm putting the corner route on the field right there. So you can see RB just going to the left side. So I'm putting that corner route out there, and then I've got a trail route. So they're pretty concerned about that. They think that's a touchdown. So they're going to kind of let me. They're going to let me dink and dunk. But that may be a mistake. Looks like a touchdown. So there it is. It's a hoot. Let's go. KENNESAW OWLS. You're going to hear that a whole bunch in the series. I'm coming with a hoot, 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 hoot. It's a hoot. Around here. Around here. You know what I need to wear underneath my little lab coat here is a Kennesaw State t-shirt. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. If somebody wants to send in a t-shirt so I can wear some Kennesaw State underneath this, you know what I mean? Or if you'd like to see an owl show up on I can put an owl up here, so I'll show you my mascot. I've got a mascot that I put in here. I've got this little mascot right here. I usually have him off to the side, and then I've got him shrunk down right over here. And this little thing right here, so I can put an owl there. So if y'all are interested in me putting a little Kennesaw State owl there, I can put that there as well, and that'll be, you know, I can just search an image and put that on there. You know what I mean? No big deal. So y'all want to see that? Let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? So let me know if you want to see an owl pop up there, and I might just put an owl there either way. You know what I mean? Just for the fun of it. So for right now, we're gonna get rid of the mascot off there. If you want to know, that's our mascot Zeke, and we do have merchandise available that has our mascot Zeke on it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. We've got coffee cups, we've got shirts, hoodies, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in Zeke, then let me know. So he's kind of cool. He's fun. Yeah, it's different. You know what I mean? It's different than what other streamers are doing. So I added a little mascot on there and got some merchandise for it. So we'll get a pause real quick in the gameplay, and I'm gonna grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. Give me just a second. Okay, back to the action. Let me switch off my screen here and check on my chat. Make sure everything's going good. Hey, Perez, how you doing? Doing all right over there?
So you gotta
Okay.
locate your best players and get them
All
off
right,
the
let's
ball.
get into
When you're
this.
down in the game, there's obviously a
Guys
lot of football
around
left maybe,
here.
but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players gotta touch the ball.
It's like quite a bit of option play.
Pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to the pressure.
We're just gonna play coverage here.
Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
Probably option. It's typically not how we play the option, but just in case they decide to do anything different. I don't want to get burnt. We're going to call a timeout here. Probably an option plays here as well. Yep.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Absolutely nowhere to go.
So Chippewas looks like if you want to run an option style playbook, the Chippewas might be for you. I'm always checking in with playbooks and things like that and see what I notice. And it looks like the Chippewas are an option-based team. So.
Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that.
See what we can do here. Always looking to score points. Hence the scoring more.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run.
Let's go. See if we can put another one on the board. Gabriel, I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream. Thank you. Go with an outside zone on this play.
They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the ground.
Outside zone, we got it back in. Let's go. Let's go Owls. Come on. Get you fired up. Fired up. Let's go. 27 points. Look like we're going to be able to take care of the Central Michigan Chippewas, most likely. If you're watching the series, make sure you go check out some of my other videos over there. If you're on YouTube, you're obviously watching the full first part of the series. We're gonna call this episode 1. So if you're watching episode 1, this is a full episode, and we are basically gonna be doing these pretty much unedited. So we're just gonna go through and give you a full run of what's going on, recruiting wise, and all that good stuff. So we'll see what we're gonna do as far as recruiting. I might make you wait until the episode 2 to see what's going on with recruiting, or we'll go through and we'll do recruiting at the end of the episode, and then that way on the next episode, so like episode 2, we can get right into the gameplay, which I think that's probably what we'll do. So we'll see. Let me know what y'all want to see, how y'all want to see it done. So. Both quarterbacks coming in, making plays, running a dual threat quarterback system and a dual quarterback system in this situation. You'll be seeing us run a 3 quarterback system because we're going to run starting quarterback, we'll run the backup quarterback, and we're also going to run the 3rd string quarterback in the mop-up time if we have an opportunity to run them in a mop-up time. We'll see what happens. Sometimes we will get to see the 3rd string quarterback, sometimes we won't. So it is what it is. We'll just have to see it and play it by ear and see how the team goes. So with these new rebuilds, we never know what's going to happen. We never know what players are going to step up for us and what players are going to play really well. If somebody might get benched, you never know. It's happened before. We have benched starting quarterbacks through midway through the season before, so we'll see what happens.
Not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
We're trying to establish the run game here.
Where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30,
Second half, try to keep the ball on the ground, try to control the tempo of the game.
They'll try to run for it.
Look for your blocks. Obviously, we're going to go here. Not a great decision in real life. Great decision in video games, though. We control the game. We control the clock. And even if we end up punting later on in this drive, we still are controlling more of the clock. Less chance they can come back.
We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in the
As you can see, we've got multiple different running backs coming in and out of the game, which is just the offense we love to run. Gonna run some read option right here.
All easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage.
It was a good read, but he was able to play both the running back and the quarterback on that play. So I read it correctly, but I wasn't able to do anything with it just because, like I said, he was able to make some plays as far as that goes. So I'm going to go wheel right there.
Williams will pass. Here's the pressure.
Our goal was to try to pull that linebacker off, which we did with the wheel route, but the wide receiver got jammed up at the line, and he was not able to get open. So if X was able to get up in there, we would probably have had a conversion there on that third down. So, like I said, we went for it earlier, but we don't always go for it on fourth down. It just depends on the situation. Situational and awareness, or not situational awareness. Obviously situational awareness, but obviously down distance, things like that. Just the extra time we put there helped us out. The extra time we put used off the clock helped us out there. So. Like I said, we're doing these unedited, so don't judge me on the fact that I'm not using a script. I'm just going through here. This is just pure, straight up, unedited video. So don't judge me on, like I said, I'm not using a script. It's not going to be, these videos are not going to be perfect. I'm not going to speak perfect on it. So hope y'all don't mind watching unedited footage of good gameplay. So I tell you, one of the best things, or one of the best advice I give y'all when it comes to playing this game, don't concern yourself with the skill level at which other people play at. If you want to have fun and have a good time, play at the skill level that works for you. If that's freshman, play freshman. If it's varsity, play varsity. If it's All-American, play All-American. If you're at a point where you can play Heisman, play Heisman. If that's what's fun for you, play what's fun for you. You know what I mean? Don't take a look at what other people play on, especially streamers. A lot of people take a look at streamers and see what skill level they play on, and they think that they have to play on this super high skill level. You don't. This game is fun at any skill level you want to play on. So don't think you have to play it on certain skill levels to have a good time. So got a little bit of holding there. So we're playing so well in the first game that I'll be honest with you, just having penalties later on, it works for me. As long as we don't have penalties early in the game, we can make it work for the most part. So one of the better plays that I've noticed so far in the game right here is running this vertical play and then having this running back go to an up and out on the flat, so it tends to work out really well because the running back tends to get open. If not, then one of the other receivers are tending to get open as well. So we're gonna run that back again just so I can take a look at it and show you. See what I'm talking about? Verticals right there. So boom, right there, running back going out to the flat. And if you have a running back to make somebody miss, that was just me. I just didn't make the guy miss. Like I said, at this point, the gameplay is more control the clock versus trying to get a first down. I got that holding call and then had a bad play right afterwards. So we're trying to make something happen. Can't make it happen. It's fine. Punt the ball away. So don't be scared to punt. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with punting. Punting a lot of the times helps you control the clock as well. As far as controlling the clock is concerned and making sure you control the tempo of the game, special teams is a very important part of the game. So we're going to punt this away, see if we can get us a nice roll here, which we do. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for our punts. We want to kick it away from the returner. We want to get us a nice roll, and then we want it to go out of bounds. So they have no chance for a return. That's our game plan as far as our special teams. Obviously, if we get a chance to kick a field goal, we're going to kick the field goal. That is if we're not trailing by multiple touchdowns. So it's a good thing we're playing against an offense that's a little bit easier to stop right now, right out of the gate. So kind of gives us a chance to check it out and see what our team is going to be. Especially the fact that they're running the ball, they're playing right into the style of play we want them to. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you guys are checking into the stream, we are on first year Kennesaw State rebuild. It's fun so far. They've got some decent players. It's tough. These are tough rebuilds. They're not easy rebuilds. It is not for the faint of heart, y'all. So just so you know, if you're looking for an easy rebuild, you should probably go over there to Oklahoma. You should go to Florida, Florida State. Some of those teams like that, that's going to give you an advantage as far as in recruiting and things like that. If you want an easy rebuild, go look for an easy rebuild. If you want a tough one, go look at those one-star smaller schools. When I say smaller school, I'm talking about star-wise, not necessarily the size of the school. So let's not get that. Let's not mistake that. And looks like we're going to give up a touchdown here. I tried to get aggressive on the hit to knock it out, and I was not successful. It happens sometimes. So sometimes it's a risk-reward type of thing. I tried to knock the ball out, and I probably should have just made the tackle. It is what it is on that play. So one-on-one on an island. They're probably going to try for an onside kick here. We'll see what happens. Most likely an onside kick. Got the military guys coming in with the cannon. Love to see that. You know, that's awesome. It's one of the best things about college football and these college football games is you'll see some of these. I tried to pitch it. It didn't give me the pitch. You'll see me do a lot of. You're going to see me do a lot of funky stuff that you don't see other people doing. You're going to see a lot of funky formations. It's just what we do here. We've been playing this game for a long time. We've been playing the college football games. We've been playing for about 25 years. So we've been in the college football community for about 25 years. So just kind of gives you a heads up on as far as a little bit of backstory on me. I've been playing these games for a long time. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Oh my goodness, we missed him. We missed a pass that was totally wide open. And that happens. It happens from time to time. See if we can make a play here. 4th and 1, we go. 4th and 1, we go. It is what it is. It's a good decision. It really is, whether we get it or not. It's going to be a good one. Let's go. And we get it. They're going to call some timeouts so we can continue to control the clock and get this win. Barring any terrible mistakes on my part, we can most likely get this. Pass leading up on this game. It's been an issue. It's been an issue for me, pass leading up versus a lot of a lot of missed stuff going on, and then a lot of missed passes and then funky animations. So we'll kick the field goal here if worst case scenario we don't get it. Worst case scenario we don't get it. We didn't want to risk a turnover. Some people might get aggressive here and do it on fake, but not for me. I'd rather take the easy points. We're up. Very nice. Nothing better than to see the Chippewas upset about it. Trying to cause a turnover there on special teams. So we're just going to stay in our cover 3 match. That's what we've been running for a good percentage of the game here, and it's a good coverage as far as if they're going to pass. So we're going to take a look and see what they do. Looks like they're going to stick with their run game. That's what they've done all game. So I don't expect them to change up too much. They're probably going to start trying to throw the ball here at some point. Yep. Right here, we're going to be smart. Make sure everybody stays off. And we're going to do some more things. And we're fine with that. That's okay. It is what it is. That was a big gain, but it's okay. Not a big deal.
You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground.
Yep. They get it. They stayed on the ground, and that was smart. Now, we are in a pass defense. So it's one of those type of situations where they get the 4th. It's okay there because we're still up by enough points. We should win the game. We're going to go back into a pure zone with the cover 3 sky. Right there. And that gave us an opportunity right there. I'll try the pitch. It is what it is. Settle down. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be all right if I pitch the ball. 95% of the time it goes our way. I'm not saying that you won't see me get a good interception and then pitch the ball right back to him. Okay? Just so you know. Sometimes it happens. But for the most part, we're going to make sure we don't do that. Giving the backups some opportunity. I'm going to take a look at what our guys can do here. A little possession catch right there. If you want to know what I'm running a shotgun empty quads right here, which is one of the best formations on the game.
Your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1000%.
It gives you a bunch of guys on one side of the field that allows for multiple different matchup opportunities.
Get in the game late. You're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football.
See, we run a ton of hurry up around here, so that's our favorite thing to do. Run the hurry up. Sometimes it puts us in a bad position, but for the most part, we can run the hurry up, do what we need to do offensively. Let's go. Let's go, Kennesaw State. It's like number 7 is going to be a formidable backup for us. He is going to get some playing time. I do appreciate you stopping in, checking out the series. Y'all make sure that you go on here hit that sub button. Check us out. This is a long one. The first one is gonna be. It is what it is. Like I said, it's not gonna be a ton of. Not gonna be a ton of edits. I can see that it's getting just above an hour here. So we're gonna finish off this game. We're gonna do the recruiting next week. I did not do that on purpose. It's just that first screen gives you the onside kick, and you got to pay attention and switch it. But it is what it is. It'd be awesome if they switched it to where you have to look for the onside kick, or you have to find the onside kick on the menu. But it's not what they did. Hopefully they change it. But it is what it is. I'd like to see that in the patch. But maybe a week 2 patch or something. We'll get a week 2 patch coming in. Probably wondering why I go away from it there. I just went away from it to make sure that I have eyes on the quarterback. So if he would have scrambled there, I still would have been able to make a play on the quarterback. So like I said, we'll do our recruiting on the next episode, so that way it doesn't draw out too much further.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top.
Lost contain on my assignment right there. That's me. You gotta pay attention to that crosser right there. That's all me. So I appreciate y'all stopping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's gonna end it for this first episode. We got the dub. That looks like that coach is not very happy about that situation. Chippewa. If you're looking at a option style playbook, looks like Chippewa may be something that you're interested in. You might go over there and check it out. And we will see y'all next time on the next episode of the Kennesaw State rebuild. Let's go Owls. Let's go. Let's go Owls. Y'all know what that's about. Let's go Owls. Let's go. Let's go Owls. Come on. Jamming it out. All right, y'all. Check it out. Check out the series. Let me know if you guys want to see any changes to the series. If you want to get in on the online dynasty over here for the Kennesaw State, let me know. You can go on here and pick a team, as long as it's not Kennesaw State, because we already got Kennesaw State wrapped up. So anyway, that's the end it for the first episode. We'll get this uploaded onto YouTube, and we'll get some shorts on the TikTok just to keep you guys interested in it. There'll be quick little videos on TikTok, like probably 30, 45 seconds. We'll just do a quick run through, and I'll do some quick edits and be like, hey, here's the series. And here, if you want to just watch it, just some quick stuff here and there as far as recruiting and gameplay, stuff like that. So anyway, I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking it out. Like I said, over there at Kennesaw State, if you want to see me wear some Owl swag up underneath my lab outfit, let me know. And I'll rep the Kennesaw State Owls for y'all. So anyway, we'll probably put a little something. We'll probably put a little owl mascot on there, and I'll check it out, and I'll find an image to put on there. So anyway, thanks for checking it out. Peace.